Hello and welcome to the DOT Ready 12-minute demo. There is a lot to cover here in 12 minutes, so let's dive right in. First, let me point out that all of the information saved in this system will be linked directly to your SMS report. Okay, so right here at the top, you will see that you can host multiple companies. So if you're responsible for more than one organization, you can manage them all from one dashboard without having to log in and out. You will also notice that you can then further subdivide each different company into separate locations. So Organized Transport is working out of all these locations. Supreme Trucking is working out of all these locations. We'll come back to that in just a minute. So the first page on your account will be your dashboard, and that will have a few separate features. Along the top here, you'll see a link to your job ads, drivers, vehicles, and trailers, and these are all links so that you can access them quickly. We're going to return to all of this. Over here to the left, you're going to see your compliance alerts, and that's going to be any document or information that has an expiration date. Okay, that's a driver's license, annual inspection, etc. This is all color coded, and it will start flagging you at 90 days. At 90 days, it's going to have a green dot. 60 days will be a yellow dot. 30 days will be orange, and it will turn red once that document has expired. Okay, just below that, you will see the missing data alerts. That's going to be any document or information that is incomplete. So if we were to select this vehicle here, vehicle number 41, you will notice that the tire size is missing, and that's required by the DOT. So that's going to be highlighted right here in the vehicle profile in red. All right. Again, we're going to come back to vehicles in just a second. Just below that, you will notice the data queue window. Okay, this is here for any violations that you're planning to dispute, just so that you can keep this on your radar. And lastly, on the dashboard, you have your incidents and inspections, and these will give you a quick idea of your activity over the past year. Again, this data is linked to your SMS report, so it'll show up here, but it also allows you to manually input whatever information you have from other areas. So obviously this is a dummy account, so there's no SMS data to report, but you can, let's say that you're stopped by, one of your drivers is stopped by a city cop, and that doesn't go in your SMS report, but you still want to log it. That can be logged right here on this page. Okay. All right, next let's move on to the recruiting and job ads. Okay, so here on your recruiting page, you can see any job ads that you currently have. You can also embed the links right here to your Indeed or your ZipRecruiter or whichever site that you use. If you click on the link right here in the top right of the page, it says preview job site, you'll be able to see what the applicant sees. So it shows you, the information about your company and then all of the job listings that you might have, and you can also select the Get Share link right here on the top right portion of the page in case you need to share this with a prospective employee. On the applications portion of the site, you'll be able to see all existing applications for all positions available, and this will allow you to copy each link of the application if it needs to be shared. Also, another feature that's been extremely helpful for many of our clients has been this section right here, and this will allow you to pull up someone else's application to walk them through it. Let's say you've got an applicant who's left out some required information or someone who's stuck on a certain page. You can open this application with them and walk them through exactly where they need help. I want to point out right here that this software is mobile friendly, so any information that needs to be uploaded, like photos of a driver's license, can be snapped from a phone and saved directly onto the site. Okay, the next section is going to be the vehicles page. Here you will see the roster of all of your vehicles, and if you'd like to select one, you just click the link right here and it will bring up all of the information. On the left, you'll see the vehicle profile, and all of these items here are required by the DOT. Anything that is missing is going to be highlighted in red and attached back to your dashboard so that it comes to your attention. You'll see over here the general information about the vehicle, the location, the status, is it in service, out of service, so on and so forth. You can assign drivers, trailers. Below are the expiration dates, the permits, your additional paperwork that you might like to include, and you can also add additional folders for any miscellaneous information, okay? Here for the inspections, you'll see all the inspections that are currently affiliated with the vehicle and any work orders that are out for this vehicle as well, okay? The trailers functions much the same way that the vehicles does. You've got the full roster right here. Select this link. Here's the trailer profile. Tire size is also missing. So this all works the same way that the vehicle section does. All right, next is going to be the inspections page. Here you'll be able to see the full list of inspections that you've got. As I mentioned earlier, all of this is connected to your SMS report. So these will be either manual entries or entries that were from your SMS. We'll click this button right here and bring up all of the ones that are SMS related. If you'd like to add a new inspection, you click this button here, but it will bring you to a page that looks just like this. We're going to bring up vehicle 4990. You'll be able to add the driver, the vehicle number, the trailer. Here's the ticket number, and the inspecting authority was going to be the DOT. Where there were citations issued, there were reported violations. Do we want to data queue this incident? Maybe we don't, but we can always come back and fix that later. Here's the code, glazing permits. If it's on the SMS, it'll show up right here. Any comments that we'd like to assign for maybe our mechanic, we can list right here. And we will save it and go on to work orders. This is a good jumping off spot for work orders. So the layout of the work orders page is similar to the inspections page. Whenever you need to add a work order, you can select this button right here at the top right and assign a mechanic. But we were just looking at vehicle 4990. Let's pull that one up. Here we go. So this was the vehicle we were just looking at, and you can see the SMS report violation right here. Okay, so we're going to assign Faustino as our mechanic. Maybe he's not available. We'll also assign Ava Keeling. We want the due date here. We want it completed by here. When we assign these, we're going to make this an open so that our mechanic is able to change that progress whenever he is ready. Okay, here are more files that he might need to add in the description of the violation, and any notes that you need to add can be added down here at the bottom. All right, next let's move on over to incidents. This is a great time to reiterate that this software is mobile friendly and all of this is saved to the cloud. So this can be done right on site in the event of an incident. So when you're recording an incident, it's going to walk you through a 4-step process, and it's going to start with the general information. You'll get the police report, the insurance, and the review. All of that general info is going to be here: the driver, the vehicle, the trailer, date and time, what kind of incident was it? Are we going to data queue this incident? Is it DOT recordable? Is it preventable? Any notes that you have can go here, and any files and pictures that you have can be uploaded right here. You can even take these from your phone. We'll save and continue, and that will bring us to the police report. And anything that's going to be in the police report needs to be added to your notes. You need to make sure that that takes place so that if there's ever any litigation, you know exactly what is in that police report ahead of time. Next is going to be your insurance. You'll have the claim, the adjuster's name, and the adjuster's number. All right. Next, we will get the review, and you'll see all of this on the review page. Now, all of this is structured so that it corresponds with any drug and alcohol testing that might be required after an incident. This is coming very soon to the software, so that if your driver requires a drug test, our system will be able to direct you to the nearest facility that is currently open, so you don't waste your time driving to a facility that is closed. That integration is being added and will be available soon. Okay, lastly, let's move on to the user section. Here you're going to be able to see all of the different people who have access to your site, and you can dictate the level of access for each user. So for example, your mechanics aren't going to have access to the driver's personal data, but they will have access to all of the vehicle and trailer information. Let's go back up here and click on Alberta Quigley. You'll see all of her information here. This is going to be helpful for those of you running multiple companies. Each person can be assigned to an organization and a location, so the scope of their responsibility is limited to their world. They will thank you for that. So let's say that she's working with organized transport in Abilene. Maybe she's got a couple of months where she's going back and forth, so she's also working out of Dallas. You can change that back and forth so that they've got access to everybody in that location. All right, that is going to wrap this up. Now, we've tried to be brief to get through as much as possible in 12 minutes, but if you like what you saw and you'd like to get some more specific questions answered, click on the link below to schedule a personal demo, and we will get you all set up. Okay? Thanks very much, and we look forward to hearing back from you soon.